Let's use an enumerator variable to step through an array's elements. Because enumerators are stored in memory as integers, we can use them as array subscripts. Integers represent index values starting at 0. So let's start this off. We can see that I have an enum day with enumerators inside of it that go from Monday to Sunday. There's 7 inside of here. We can see that there are 7 enumerators inside of here. Let's make a constant int, and we'll call this size for our array, and it's going to be of 7. Now let's make our array, and we'll just have sales. So these, think of it as like the number of sales you make in a week, and then we're going to pass in the size here. Size, you can also change this to be the last enumerator in here plus 1, because Sunday is 6, and then adding 1 will give 1. But this works as well. Now we have our array, we have our enumerator. Remember, these represent indexes 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and so on if we were to choose so. So inside of here, if we wanted to edit a specific index, all you need to do is sales, and then you have these brackets. You can put an index in here. So if you were to say like 6, you can set equal to 10.0, and then if you see out and you print out sales at 6, and then you end the line, you're gonna print out 10.0. Well, Sunday represents 6, so you can actually replace this if you wanted to with Sunday, and this should also print 10. So you can see both runs have printed 10. The array is going to store whatever value is passed in when we use this enumerator, just as if it were some regular number or index. Now, I only did this for one value, but you can use these for loops as well. Because enumerator values can be used as array subscripts, we can use an enum variable in a loop to step through the elements of an array. However, it can be quite challenging because we can't use plus plus or minus minus operators directly on an enum variable. To solve this, we must cast to explicitly convert the expression. So inside of a for loop, we can make everything inside of the header, which is really nice. We'll have our day. We're going to call it D, and we'll just set it equal to Monday. We can run this as long as our D is less than or equal to our very last, which would be Sunday. This is 6. We could also do size minus 1. And then lastly, we have to update D. We can say D will be equal to a static cast of day, and then inside of here we can have our original D plus 1, and then close this off, and then head inside of our for loop. And then we could prompt the user to enter sales for the specific day, which would be Monday. We could take this in as user input using C console in, and then we'll have sales, and then inside of here we'll just store it in D. So we're going to take some console input from a user, we're going to store it inside of our sales, and it's going to be based on whatever D is. We can end this line, and then when we're done with this, we could have a for each loop. It's going to run through our entire sales array, and then we could just see out and print out all the elements inside of here. So we have C out of 10 from this previously, don't mind that. We'll just put in some values here, so enter sales 7, or well, sorry, 6 again, now it's 7. And then when we print this out, you can see we print out 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 7. So this is how you would use an enum and the enumerators of that to go through and add things to an array. And this is how you would then go and check it with a for each loop. If you have any questions about using enums to step through array elements and using enum variables as array subscripts, let me know in the comments below. And if you want more C++, there's always that playlist below the like button.